What is up, fishing friends? You're gonna have to forgive my voice a little bit. We had 4 games this week with basketball, coaching, and 4 games in 6 days, and my voice is a little gone. So I got coach's voice right now, but I wanted to hop on and do a video on getting ready for the spring fish. And I have 3 quantum reels that they're about 5 to 7 years old, and I wanted to make them new again. So I did a little research. I looked into the Boca bearings and some other bearings, and what I decided on was some bearings from Reel Demon. Okay, if you take a look at those right there, Reel Demon, they're ceramic bearings, and I'm going to show you how to swap them out in a quantum smoke reel today. So stay tuned. All right, so tools you're going to need. Number 1, you got your quantum reel here. You'll need some Q-tips that I got in a baggie, a small screwdriver, and then I'm also going to put some Ardent butter reel on some points to grease them up a little bit. So we're going to replace with some Reel Demon bearings today. I got 2 reels we're going to do. This video will show you how to do 1. All right, first things first, we're going to find the reel release, the cover release right here. I got something sticking out, some wire sticking out of there. I hope that's not a problem. So the reel release is right here. We're just going to slide this guy up, which is hard. And I'm going to try to snap off this cap. Okay, let me see if I can do it off camera here. All right, so this is not a slide. I showed you wrong. It's just a button. Okay, you press down on the button and release right there. And then you can slide this guy off. And get this little wire that I got stuck in there out of the way. I don't know what that's to, but this is the inside of your cap. You can see I got all this dust on here. That's what I'm going to clean up. I'll do that at a later date, but I'm going to show you how to take this reel right here out, or this bearing right here out. As you can see, it has a wire cap that's keeping the bearing in there. We're just going to pop that out. So we're going to take our flathead screwdriver. And we're going to find, it separates right here. So we're going to take this, put my finger here, and we're going to pop that wire up. Like so. Pop it up. And just kind of slowly pull it out without damaging it. See if I can get it over here. There it is. Okay. So we're going to take that wire off. You want to make sure you don't lose that little wire right there, because that's going to keep your bearing in place. So now I have my bearing here. Let me see if my screwdriver fits down in there. So now I have my steel bearing right there. That's what we're going to replace. So we're going to try to pop that out like so. Put that off to the side. Okay. Now I'm just going to clean that up. As you can see, there's some oil in there from being lubed throughout the years. I'm just going to kind of clear that up a little bit. Clean it up before I put in the new bearing. So I'm going to take a Q-tip. I'm going to get in there, and I'm going to make sure I clean that grease out. Okay. With these Reel Demon bearings, you want to make sure that you running them dry. What that means is you're not going to put any oil on these like you do with these steel bearings here. You want to oil these guys up. These ones you're going to run dry. They'll perform better when they're dry. You can add oil to them, but you really want to run them dry from the company is what I talked about. So got all that excess oil that was in there off, and we're going to swap in the new bearing. All right, so I got my new bearing here. I'm just going to pop that guy in there. Just kind of push it in, make sure it's down even. And then I'm going to pop this wire back in. So you want to get the edge down and then just kind of pinch it in. Then you're going to take your flathead and you're just going to push down, make sure it's in. There it is. So now I got that wire back on there. That's going to keep that bearing in there. That's one bearing complete. All right, so now we're going to focus on the second bearing that we need to take off. Okay, so we're going to pull out the spool. Just kind of drop it like so. Pull that out. Okay. This next bearing is on the spool right here. Okay, that's the one that we need to replace. So if you can see on the camera, there's this little pin right here. I'm going to clean this grease off here, or this oil off here, but there's a little pin right here. We're going to take a tool and we're going to push that pin down so we can pull it out and we can slide that bearing out right there. First, I'm going to clean this grease off. So one of the tools that I forgot that you're going to need is some needle nose pliers. And you're going to need that to get the bearing off. So you're going to, on here, it's very hard to tell, but one of these sides is smaller than the other. And that's the side that you need to push down and take out. Okay, so I'm going to find out which side is smaller than the other, and we're going to take that one out thicker. Okay. So I'm going to take my needle nose very carefully, and I'm going to push down on that post like so. And if you see it, popped it out from being in the middle to the side. Now I'm just going to pull gently on this, take that out. Do not lose that. And then we're going to slide the bearing out like so. Now I'm just going to clean the grease off that, because remember we want to run them dry. Just cleaning the grease off this post here. Okay, you can see that it's a little dirty. Just running it through, cleaning that off. Okay, so now it's clean. So now I'm going to take my Real Demon bearing, put it on there. Sure they're the same size. We're going to throw that guy on there like so. Can you hear that? Listen to it spin. Just going. All right, then we're going to put the post back in. So I need to find the smaller end. And we're just going to stick that back. We're going to stick this back in. It's kind of tricky. Here it is. Now I'm going to use my needle nose to get that back on there. All right, now you can see that it's back in, the post is back in the middle. Looks like a cross now. I'm just going to slide this spool back in, and I'm going to clean that up. There's a little bit of grease in there, so I'm going to take my Q-tip in there again. I'm going to take my Q-tip and go in there. There's another bearing in there, but I didn't get that one in the package I bought from Real Demon. So there's another bearing actually. If you take this off, there's another bearing in there. And I didn't get that from Real Demon, and that's okay. I'm not so worried about that bearing as I am the others. So let's put it back together here. All I'm going to do is drop that in, take my cap, twist it, and it locks back on. And I got a new smooth, crank that down a little bit. You can hear that spin. I got a new smooth bearings in there. I mean, if you can see that spin, that brand new. Okay, so I am very happy with these bearings. All I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a little bit of that Ardent grease in here, clean that up, and I'll have a brand new reel. So that is how you replace your 2 stainless steel bearings here with some real demon ceramic bearings. Hope you guys like this video. Check out more videos on my channel here, and I'll kind of update you on how these bearings perform in the reels once the ice gets out of here in Illinois. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching.